Okay, so she's nice and dry now. I added some stickers to her hair from 7 Dots. They say professional dreamer, follow the wind, and a soul made of meadow flowers. I did paint the back with gesso, which has flattened the board out nicely. That's great. And now, yeah, I went over the top of that with matte medium. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'm going to start working on it here. So I've put out some yellow and I'm going to put out some pink. A little bit pink. And then let's go in, damp the brush a bit, get the water off, some yellow, and just going to paint in direction that the hair would be going. Add a bit of water over that bit. Just want the words just sort of peeking through. Sides. Sorry, I didn't know what happened there. The camera went off. I'm going to try and keep an eye on that. I think the battery might be a bit low. I wish it would make some sort of beep or something when it's going to turn off, and then I know. I'm just sitting here talking to myself. There we go, switch cameras for a minute. Don't know how long this one's going to last, or if it's going to be any good. I'm going to keep an eye on this one. I can't see the screen, it's on the back, it's my bridge camera. So yeah, but I wanted to get this done while it was still wet so that you can see what I'm doing. Let's get this on. Where is it when you're in a rush and you want to get stuff done? Everything decides to stop working. Drives you mad. Anyway. Get this base coat here. And then I'm going to go in with this brush. I'll add some of the pink. Too much. A baby one. Should probably be using a thinner brush for this, because I don't want a lot of pink really at this stage. Point of the paintbrush because it's like an angled brush. So I don't want a lot in here, so I'll be adding more mediums on top of this. So like I said, this is just a base for the hair. here we go. I think that's enough of that. Yeah, I'm just going to let this dry and get rid of my paint that I don't need, and I'll be back, hopefully. Correct. So the hair is dry. Next I'm going to go in with some of my Inktense pencils. Just draw in the direction of the hair. I'll just put that on there for a moment. Yeah. Can't really see this one yet, but hopefully when we wet it, we'll see it. Sticking with the yellows and the pinks. Although it's gone sort of orangey when you mix it with the yellow, so try and bring some of that pink back in the layers that we have. So, it's a bit breezy today, so you'll probably be able to hear the wind chime in the garden. It's very loud. Okay, not too much water. Just gonna, I want a little bit more. What else have we got? Shiraz, chili red, poppy red. No, they're too red, I think. We'll just stick with this for now. Yeah. Bit more water. I'm keeping it going in the direction that I want the hair to flow. I think that's pretty clear that I'm doing that, isn't it? Try and get right up to her face so it doesn't look like her hair starts a mile away from her face. It's a bit difficult here because there's layers of collage underneath and the water's kind of collected around it. But we'll spread it out and see what we can do. Feels like such a long time since I recorded anything, so I've been working different hours. Not sure how I feel about that. Good in some ways, bad in others. There we go, so spread that out a bit. That's added a little more to her hair. Another layer done. Now I've been looking at the background and I think it needs a little more depth before I do my final layer on that. So, I should have got this out earlier, but I forgot. Grab a book, page or two. Yep. Right. Going in different directions. I think I do. only want a little bit. It's probably too little. And I'm not going to glue it down. What I'm going to do is do an image transfer with my golden medium. Now, you have to use golden medium for this particular way of doing the image transfer. You can do it with other matte gel mediums, but you have to sort of, with those, you glue your thing down and then you let it dry, and then you have to wet it and work all the paper off the back to leave the image. Whereas with the golden, it's a bit simpler if it works. It's not going to work for me now, is it, because I'm doing it on camera. And you want to sort of make sure you don't put a massive layer down, just a thin layer, and you really rub the image in, and then you leave it to sit for a little while. And you can do this with images that you've printed off as well. I've done that quite a few times. That looks really nice with the right image. There's a lot of texture on here, so it won't be perfect. And the thing to remember with this image transfer technique is it will not be perfect. You won't get perfect text. It just doesn't happen that way. That's not what you're really looking for. This is just sort of a background thing. Yeah, you can be lucky and get perfect, but it doesn't happen a lot. And obviously, well, not obviously, but when you do this, you're getting the image that's underneath the paper, so when I peel this off, the writing will be backwards, which doesn't matter. It's not for reading. Right, let's see if this one's ready yet. Yep. Getting a little bit. You don't want to leave it too long because the paper will stick and you'll get messes on. You can clean it up, you just have to rub it off. But it's just extra work to do that. Oh, we've got a little bit there. Yeah, a little bit. Hey, there we go, that's nice. Oh, we've got paper stuck to it, but we'll get rid of that in a sec. There we go. Got paper here as well. You just rub it off with your finger. If it's really, really stuck, you can add a little spritz of water, and that will help it dissolve the paper. Yeah, this is really nice. Just like I say, I don't want anything readable, I just want a little bit of something in the background. Oh, I stuck this one down quite well. Oops. Oh, there's something squeaking out there, I don't know what that is. The wind is really blowing. Yeah, this one's really stuck. There we go, just rub it. Just rub it. Don't come off. This can leave your hands quite dirty because of the ink getting wet, but I don't mind. This one's probably stuck now as well. Yep. Oops. There we go. Just have a little rub. Get rid of some of this paper. Oh, please excuse my horrible pink plaster. It's better than what's underneath it. It's not that bad really, I just have a little incident with my nail. Anyway, you get the idea with that. I'm gonna do that off camera because that's taking up time. This is dry now, and next I think we need to add some more of the ink tents on this side. Ooh, sorry. It was loud, wasn't it? Let's get some darkness by her face here. Her hair would be darker. Sorry, I've gone quiet again. Paint. Yeah. Really liking the way this is going, to be honest. Although we're here, you're gonna need somehow I'm gonna need to put that pink back in. I may have to just use the pink paint without mixing it with yellow. That's probably the best idea. Okay. So, what's next? Do I want any more? I think I just want a little bit more text here. And shall we try and get it up there a bit more? Just right at the top would be quite nice. Use this piece. Do it upside down. That'll work. I know I said I was going to do this off camera, but we've got a few minutes to wait, or not minutes, a little while to wait for that to take hold. Keep putting my finger on her hair. I don't really want to do that because I mess up all the time. remembered, whilst we've got the ink pencils out, I want to do a darker border around the outside of the whole picture, well, the background part anyway, like we did around the face, just to give the eye a resting point. Let's pull this one up. Nice. Oops. I don't know if you can actually see this, so I'm going to lift this up in a sec. Show you what we've got now. Yeah, so this is the main reason why I switched to using the golden gel medium, because I can do this so much easier. Regular gel matte, that's the one you want if you want to be able to do image transfers. I did have Liquitex as well, but as I say, you have to do basically what I'm doing here with the rubbing, but you have to take all of these top layers off as well. You can have to, sometimes you have to go back 2 or 3 times to get rid of the layers, because when you spray it with water you think you've got it all and then it dries and the whiteness of the paper comes back, so you have to rub again and again, which is not, you know, not great hardship, but if you want to get on with stuff. See that? Oh, brilliant, love it. Oh, there goes Ben again, he's out in the garden. Right, so let's get this lovely purple on the background, go around the edge here. Can do with that. To get down the edges as well. Ooh, don't knock it over again. I could do something a little more stable for my water pot, I think. Just turn this get around here. I'm hoping that this is almost finished now, this piece. I'm going to work on her hair a bit more and then do some stenciling on the background and add her a little detail to her face, and then she'll be done. Try and blend this in nicely. Just a little bit around here, a bit lacking here. There we go. Now, next step on the hair, it's not dry yet. I'm going to grab my little tin of gelatos. might be able to add some of the pink back with these. I've got lots of pinks here. Let's have a look what we've got. Yeah, purple, got yellow. Another yellow. So, just gonna grab some paper. I want to see what these gelato colours are like. That one's quite peachy. That's like a skin tone. Yeah, that's nice and bright. I want that one, definitely. That's a pale pink. Can't really see what I'm doing there, can you? Don't want to do it on a face now, just over here. And then yellows. Yeah. So I don't really want those two. Too orangey. What do I want to go with first? Let's do the yellow first. We'll have the yellow up here. Give us some nice brightness to the top of her hair. Gelatos are not permanent, so that's why I usually leave the gelatos till sort of near the end, because if I keep going over them I'll move them. I think those base colours are quite strong. The acrylic that we used, it's very strong. It's overpowering anything that I've put on top, so it's a little disappointing, but doesn't really matter, it's fine. Let's add some of this pink. It's a bit wet, so it's not liking that. So I'll just do the pink under here for now, and then I'll go over that when it's dry. I'm not adding too much water because I want it to stay quite thick and in the strands. If I add too much water it will just spread everywhere. To get right up to her face. Maybe add a little darkness around the face. Sorry if I put my head in the shot then. Nice, 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 nice. Liking it. added too much water on this side, so dry the brush off a little bit. I'm liking this bit really nice. Hopefully when we get some of the pink up here, it will sort of take on this. There's a lot of, you can see the strands down here, whereas up here it just looks bold still. So I'm just going to have a little drink of my tea, which is going cold. That's dry enough now, I think. Now, gelatos, they are very expensive. I only got mine because I went into Hobbycraft and I'd been looking at them for ages. You know, I've seen all the artists using them and they just weren't in my budget when I looked at them in Hobbycraft and online and everything. And then I went into Hobbycraft one day and they were selling off all the sets that they had. So I basically picked as many as I thought I would use and bought them. And then went back and bought more. I think I bought all the sets they had reduced. They did them in bigger packs now, I think. But yeah, they are quite expensive. I do like them. And I would suggest if you do see them on sale, pick them up. Pick up the colours you think you'll use the most. You know, I always go for my favourite colours first. Purples and blues. And then I think about maybe sort of face colours and neutral tones like browns, and then I go for maybe teals and greens and just things that I think, yeah, I'll use that. If I'm not going to use it, I'm not going to buy it, to be honest. I wouldn't normally my favourite colour, but as I say, they were on sale and well, kind of glad I did now because I can do this. But actually loving that now. Really like it. I'm going to add some more of this. We'll do a lot. Let's put it back up. Yeah, love it. Try and clean them off when I use them. So I don't want the colours to be too contaminated next time I'm going to use them. My brush is pretty much dry now, I don't want too much water. Just want to push it around a little bit. Smooth it down really. Yeah. Loving that. Right, I'm just going to grab maybe just the yellow and just do the edge. A little bit. Got this side's not too bad. Let's get a bit there. I actually think I might be able to finish this now, to be honest. Should we just give it... Do I need to dry that? I think it's dry enough. Let's just move these gelatos out of the way, put them back in their little tin. I don't want gesso. I want white paint. White paint, where's my sommelier? White paint, there we go. And I'm just going to fish under here. Sorry, it's under the bed, hang on. Yeah, there we go. Right. The new stencil I bought. And that's just perfect for this, I think. I did want to have a look at these other ones that we tested in the product play video. Where's the other packs? No, not that one. Where's the one with all the words? Come on. Sorry, this video is going to be like super long. I'm going to have to do it in several parts. Ah, yeah, that one. Little stars. Right. So I just bought these yesterday from the pound shop. Got one of these. And a palette, and I did nearly knock that water over again. Get rid of that jar now, we don't need that. Paint. I don't need a lot really. And I'm gonna dab. I don't want too much paint on, otherwise it'll smush under the stencil. And I'm not going to stencil this all over the place. Just gonna do a few random bits. Yeah, it's fine. Where's that baby wipe I had? I don't know. I'll get another one out. Just got a little bit where I've caught the edge of the stencil there. So I'll just wipe it off. This is going to take absolutely ages to upload onto YouTube, this video, and sort it all out. Whew. Never mind. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. I've enjoyed doing it anyway. I'm loving how she's turning out. stencil. And you'll see why I want the little stencil in a second, when I can get the packet undone. I'll put that back in a minute. Gonna have to be the little tiny one for the proportions of her face. And just thinking, can I clip this off a little bit just to give me a sort of finer area to work with. I'm going to get paint everywhere, but never mind. Should have reapplied my art guard. I did have some on this morning because I was smashing paint around, but about there. There we go, just a little touch there. Right, what else do we want to do today? I need to check that her hair is dry before I go in with my paint pens on this. So let's do the face first. Which one's finer? Sharpie. Pink pen, Sharpie, right. Sharpie it is. Oh, I'm a bit nervous about doing this. Perhaps I should have used the paint pen because I can wipe the paint pen off on there. Okay, fine. Okay. Yep, that's fine. Just a tiny bit of definition to the nostrils. Perhaps a little bit on the lips. Okay. So that's that. I think I just want to add a little tiny bit highlight to the eyebrows. Tiny bit. we go. And here, difficult because there's gelatos on there. Paint pens don't really like going over gelatos. Don't know if this white gel pen will work. Let's have a look. No, it's too scratchy. Ooh, you know what? We have white paint right there. Let's use that. Let's get a fine brush if we can find one. Yep. There we go. Let's see. Let me just see if I can grab my fluorescent pink. Get some of that in there. If we go over where we had the pink before, it should show up nice. Lovely. That's working really well. Right. And then the last thing I think is a little more black in the hair. There's paint on there, don't forget. Mostly down in the darker areas we want this. This gelato is terrible for writing on top of. Don't want to go too crazy with black. That'll do. Okay. Right. I think she's done. There we go. So, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. And I'm probably going to put her on Etsy. And maybe some options for prints as well, if you don't want to buy the actual artwork. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to add any more to it. If I do, I will record it and share it with you guys. Thanks for joining me, and I hope it's not been too long and boring. Yeah, it's a long process. That's what I'm trying to show, is that art doesn't just happen in a few minutes. It's a long process. You need to take your time, really. Just keep looking at it, thinking, do I need to add anything, you know. Sometimes spontaneous art looks great too, but sometimes you just need to take a little time and think. And I really love how this has turned out, so that's worked out well for me this time. Yeah, and don't forget, this was just a piece of mountboard that I was putting scraps on and using my paint on, and it turned into something beautiful, I think. I hope you agree. So yeah, join me again soon. Hopefully we'll be doing some more journaling by fives and some more on the wooden tray. And the shoe as well. Yeah, that shoe needs finishing. Yep. So, sorry, I've just spotted a star. I could maybe do with a little. Oh, I can't put that down because the paint's wet. Maybe I'll do that with a paint pen when it's dry. I'll just fiddle that in. But yeah, that's done. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Thanks for watching. Bye.